Why, hello. Good to see you again. Haven't done one of these in a long time. I think it's because 2019 was a good year. Man, it was a good year. It takes a lot of passion to do a Vic Cooks. It takes a lot of energy to run around the house with a camera and rant at it like a psychopath. I think I gave myself an expectation that I had to be like turned up to 11 or people won't find it entertaining. Part of why I haven't been able to do it. Because I haven't had that fire throughout 2019. 2019 was a great year. I contemplated doing it again and changing the name because Poor Boy Eats no longer made sense. Because I wasn't as poor anymore. How the mighty have fallen. I thought I was doing good. It was great. Thought I was making a middle class income. I got my hopes up. That's not quite how life goes, is it? You can't just, you can't just get the solid gig and think it's over. You can't just stoke the fire once you're in, I got in, and at first there's like the magic, like, holy shit, I'm actually doing a real job. I'm actually getting a real pay. This is amazing. And then over a course of time, you start to feel safe. You start to feel like I did it. Whatever retarded shit I'm doing it right. Somehow I'm heading in the right direction. And you start to feel safe. You start to spend your money a little loosely, like you want to, You're not going nuts. You're not fucking buying a yacht. But, you're having fun. You're enjoying life. You go to Japan, go on a vacation. You buy an extra camera to fill out your package. You make those investments because you're doing good, and you put the numbers in the bank. I'm great at mathing this shit out. I don't spend recklessly. I will spend an amount that is significant enough where it's like, okay, I can write this off. It'll fit into my taxes well. You don't want to make too much money because then you get screwed in taxes. So I'll buy this here and this here. And now I can buy this on a credit card and I have the money to pay it off now, but I'll pay it off over the course of several months to keep that credit going. And so I have more in the bank account. And I'll be like, okay, so I have enough to pay my utilities for 3 months and I can buy this gear and blah, 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 and go to Japan, whatever. These are the thoughts you have when you get lulled into a sense of security. But that's not how the universe operates. It's not how life works. You get hit with curveballs. And I shouldn't be surprised, and I'm not surprised. I just wasn't ready for how fast it was going to happen, You get into this job and you start feeling secure, and then you start thinking about what you want to do as an artist, like it matters. Like your priorities aren't just survival. Start thinking oh, what do I really want to do with my career? What am I going to do? You make art. It doesn't matter. What matters is survival. You hold on to that goddamn good thing and you put that money away and you don't touch it because it's going to go away. This is what I've learned. Just quicker than I thought, I thought I had a couple years at least. I was like, maybe I got like 3 years to ride this thing out, put some money away, get myself in a good position, and then I'll end up, back to where I was, being a starving artist. But no, it only lasted about 1 year exactly. Maybe even less than a year. I was secure for less than a year. It was fucking great. It was like paradise. I could think about all these different things. I could sit at home and not feel like I'm useless and wasting my fucking life away. But here I am, a poor boy yet again. Was it hubris? I don't think I did anything that crazy, I don't think I let it get to my head that much. I felt confident for once, having like a real gig. And this coronavirus shit has nothing to do with that. I was already fucked before this. This just fucked me even harder. I'm getting ingredients out of the fridge so I can actually start cooking. What do I want? We have limes. Can I use a lime? I'm sure I can use one line. I don't know what is in the fridge for Hope to cook with, or for us to cook with, but she comes up with the recipes. I don't know what's in there for us, or what is in there that I can play with. I know I can use onions. Anyways, I'm going to be making an Indian curry today. It's going to be an Indian curry, or at least Victor's interpretation of that, which you know is going to get ridiculous. I've already been making some rice over there behind the food processor, because the rice is going to take like fucking 45 minutes because it's stupid and our rice cooker is stupid and rice is just a pain in the ass. But anyways, I should have saw it coming, because it's been the story of my whole life. My family has always had, like, my dad has gone up and down in job security. Even people with normal jobs get laid off all the time. Like, I'm not the only one being affected by this. So what happened is, the company I was working for doing safety training films, which sounds retarded, but it's a good fucking gig. It was pretty great. The race is already done? What the fuck? Here I am. I pre-set this so that it would naturally finish when I finish the rest of the shit. I guess because I only made 1 cup of rice, but it's done. Now I have to make sure it doesn't burn. Jesus fucking Christ. That's it's basmati rice with turmeric and curry powder in it. But anyways, like I was fucking saying, people get laid off all the time. The company I was working for got bought out around August of last year. So around August of last year, I had a ton of money in the bank. It was good. I was like, if I can ride out the next, 4 months, I had enough money that I could go to Japan, ride out the next 4 months without working at all, which I almost didn't. I barely worked at all. I did a couple jobs for those months because I was sort of assured, but not really, and I shouldn't have thought of it this way, but I was given the impression that work would probably start up in January again with that company. I was mistaken. This did not happen. So for the next 4 months, I was like, okay, this could be my time as an artist to take on some interesting projects, maybe some low-paying or non-paying stuff. This could be a good opportunity for me to write something, to do something interesting, do a music video. So that's the mentality I approached. We shot a documentary. So I did a bunch of, I did some paying work, enough that I could kind of supplement that downtime, but not enough to where my bank account didn't start dropping, Which is, it's so retarded in hindsight, but this is the sense of security that you can get into when things are going so well, Things were going so well that it seemed like it couldn't possibly go back to the way it was in 2017, 2018, good, steady incline. Things have been inclining for years. So I got into a sense of security, Thinking, oh, it couldn't possibly all fucking go to shit. I couldn't possibly end up not working for months at a time. So anyways, come January, I start reconnecting with all the people that I was working with. And it turns out that the company, after being bought out, has laid off probably 50% of the workforce. They laid off a shitload of people. And we don't know what that means for us, as the creative department, because we're all contract workers. We are not employed by this company. So we aren't laid off, we aren't fired, they're not doing any work that involves us. So January's rolling around and starting to look like, oh shit, things aren't going to pick up, are they? Here I am, waiting, here all of us are that worked for this company, just waiting, going we don't really know what to do. Enjoy the time off, I guess, and we'll pick it up in January. Come January, there's no work. And now we're being told, oh, the company is becoming a consulting firm. Whatever the hell that means. And then it becomes, oh, maybe the company will pick up again in March. Then it becomes, maybe the company will pick up again in June. I have long since, probably since around the end of January, decided that the company doesn't exist anymore and I'm not going to get any work. Like, that's the mentality I've come at it with. And so I've done, some of my freelance shit, which comes and goes. The pay dramatically varies depending on who I'm working for. Got to do RadCon, that's nice, waiting on that check. Thank you, RadCon boys. But basically, the mentality I had to get into was, I have my own company, Lightship Productions. I started helping a friend build his company, where he's trying to do government contract work. But like, we're basically starting at the bottom and trying to build businesses to compete on a level with local people that have been doing this for fucking 30 years or whatever, which is not an easy task. You don't just jump into the film business. It's incredibly competitive, and it fucking sucks. So for the last couple months, I've had my gigs here and there that supplement my income. I've been making enough to get by, because I don't work every day, but when I do work, I get paid well, because that's how freelancing works. You have to build rates around how much you're going to be working in a realistic way. And so that's how the industry standard rates are created. There are standards for these things. I try to work for industry standard rates because I've been doing this for 6 years, and that's what I deserve. And a lot of people will get pissed off at you if you don't work for those rates, because then you are undercutting them and undervaluing what they do. That being said, I still keep shit very reasonable, trust me. But anywho, so that's been the fucking state of things. I'm sorry I'm using 2 hands. I know Vic Cooks is meant to be done as a rambling man running around with the camera, but I'm trying not to cut myself. I ended up cutting myself. Okay, so that's another thing that happened over the last few months. First of all, I got gastritis, I guess. They put a camera in my stomach and looked around and determined that there was inflammation, whatever the fuck that means. I've been on medication for that for a while. It's not... It's confusing. It's hard to say if it's gotten better or worse. But anyways, so... right now there's about $2,000 of medical bills sitting on my fucking desk in my office that I can't pay right now. And I'm trying to figure out how to do a medical bill account so I can pay those off over time as credit. This coronavirus thing is kind of putting all that on hold. Sorry, there's a lot of pre-prep for this Indian curry I'm about to make. Okay. Enough rambling. Let's make the curry paste. I'm gonna do this. I know this is not the best way to get this done, but for the sake of me focusing on this fucking video, I'm gonna do it my way. Shit, I gotta find all these ingredients. So I need gram masala, curry powder, a little chipotle. What the fuck else? I need some paprika. I need, what do I need? Okay, I need diced tomatoes. And some coconut milk. Alright, those are going over there. And I need cumin and black pepper. Fucking hell, this is heavy. Why do I do this to myself? I'm giving you guys wide shots this time. I can't do it. I know you like the frantic nature of my camera holding. You're gonna be a little bored of this episode, but I don't really fucking care. I'm trying to do something, okay? I'm giving you what you wanted. Everyone wants more Vic Cooks. This is a fucking Vic Cooks. I hope you're happy. We're gonna do peanuts. I like the peanuts. I don't think this is what you're supposed to do, but I like it. Gonna do some cumin. You always want a fuckload of cumin in whatever you're using cumin in, because it's good. Curry powder. This shit's expensive as hell. And I hate how expensive it is, but it's good as fuck, and it lasts a long time. Gram masala. Probably also very expensive. I don't remember. We've had this for years. Fucking... Let's see, all these ingredients I've had for a really long time. Which is part of why I can afford to just dump them in this fucking Indian curry. This is not a great poor boy eats. This is, as opposed to a poor boy eats, this is a boy who briefly obtained a middle-class salary and now is fucking rotting boy eats. Someone asked in the comment, like, yeah, because that's the conclusion of the story is that I've been building these businesses. We've been on the grind, going to like business conference, convention, seminar things to spread our word. We've been on the phone constantly, connecting with businesses. We've been sending cold emails, trying to get anyone to, we're just getting our name out there so that when time comes, we'll be able to work for these fucking people. I created a website. I cut reels. I have not been just sitting around doing nothing. I've been going to offices. I've been meeting with people all the time. And then there were several gigs, like pretty decent gigs. I was going to do some work with this running company that they host like every local running event in Hampton Roads. And we're on contract with them for 2 races. When do those races take place? They take place in April and May. How long are we on lockdown? Till fucking June. So all of the work I had that was going to supplement my income for the next 2-3 months, especially I have weddings that are going to get delayed, my own wedding canceled, all this work gone. Had a bunch of shit, it's gone. Gotta do the food processor now. Ah! You're welcome. Okay, so now we've got our curry made. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, motherfuckers. That's my loose curry paste. So now I'm going to show you what we do with that. Fucking hell. This is so hard to focus. Fucking cheap-ass piece of shit camera. God damn it. I made way too much fucking curry. Like, usually I make this for me and Hope. Hope is at work, obviously, because she works in the medical field, which means she doesn't get to be off for the coronavirus. She doesn't get to stay safe at home. She gets to go where all the fucking sick people are. Oh, I did not make this fluid enough. I fucked something up. We're gonna heat that through. Ideally, you're supposed to pan fry the spices first in Indian dishes. But like that's a fucking pain in the ass right now. I can't do that right now. So you normally like pan fry the spices and then put everything in to the spices to get the aromatics out or whatever. I don't have time for this shit. I'm doing a fucking Vic Cooks. This is chaos. Fucking where's my pan? There's my pan. Okay. Boom. Olive oil in. Ba-da-doof. Now I gotta wait for that to fucking heat up, even though all of our other shit is basically done. So I'm gonna let that pan heat up real quick so I can throw the garlic and the onions in there. And I'm gonna continue to rant. Where was I? God, where was I? I don't know. Where am I now? Oh yeah, someone had commented, how are you gonna pay rent? I don't know. I'm asking myself the same thing. How the fuck am I going to pay rent? There's supposed to be, the stimulus plan is kind of what I'm relying on now, you know? Everyone's supposed to get a check for $1,200 if you make under $75,000 a year. Obviously, I fucking make less than under $75,000. I never have made $75,000 a year. Even at my height, it was like not anywhere fucking near that amount. So I'm waiting on my $1,200 check that'll hopefully fucking come, but who knows with the fucking American government if any of that's actually going to happen. And then the other thing I had to do was apply for unemployment. Do I want unemployment? Fuck no. Do I need unemployment? Yes. I need something. Certainly not going to make it off of, not going to make rent off YouTube videos that pull me. My CPM is $1.80 per 1,000 views. And these videos get 400 views at most. Do you know how many fucking videos I have to make at 400 views to make the amount I have to spend in fucking utilities? It'd be ridiculous. Not banking on this. So I applied for unemployment. Because ordinarily I would not be able to get unemployment. But these are supposed to be special circumstances. Because normally in order to get unemployment, you have to work for a company as a full-time employee, and the company has to pay into the unemployment trust fund. I'm learning about this now. If I don't know what I'm talking about, it's because I just learned about this a few days ago when I fucking applied for unemployment. So now, I'm applying for unemployment. Because my dad's telling me that they're supposed to be changing the regulations around unemployment to help freelancers and shit and make them qualified for unemployment. This is the meme that's going around. This is what the state is saying. Then I have a friend of mine who also applied for unemployment at the same time. I didn't do it until he did it, and after he did it, I was like, fuck it, I'm doing it. And then he called the unemployment office, and apparently they've told him that he can't get the unemployment because he has to have worked for a company that paid into unemployment, which is defeats the whole change of, like, we wouldn't have applied in the first place if they hadn't told us that there was a chance that we could get this shit. So I don't know if I'm going to get that. Nobody fucking knows. Nobody can figure this shit out. Because we worked for a company last year, but I was not an employee of the company. I was an independent contractor working on a contract-by-contract basis in which I did not pay taxes. I still have to pay taxes for last year. That got postponed until June, thank God. Because I certainly don't have money to pay for taxes. I barely have enough money to survive another 2 months. Ah! So I do have enough money to make it 2 more months. And then I have emergency savings that my dad gave me a long time ago that I have not touched. And that can survive me another 2 months. So I can make it 4 months. But that goes through every backup that I have. Either way, we won't get kicked out because Hope is still working and she makes enough money that she could support me if she wanted. I don't want that to happen. I have pride. I was feeling great last year. I was able to be supportive while she was in school. And now, I'm getting fucked. I think every person has pride that they can provide for themselves, right? You don't want to be backed into that point where you have to rely on your significant other's income to get by. At least that's how I am. That's how Hope is. I don't want to be there. So I guess there's two loose possibilities in my head right now. Get unemployment, that would be ideal. And then I can just kind of sit back and wait it out. I can hunker down and wait it out. That's the ideal plan, right? Or do I try to do YouTube? Is this gonna pay my... No! But I might as well do it anyways because it feels like I'm doing something productive. Yeah, bitch. Caramelize some fucking onions or whatever. Got my curry going. Got my basmati rice. We're almost done. We're on the final stretch. This one's a little more complicated and I've been very distracted. It's hard to cook when you're rambling, getting very distracted. Hopefully this is fucking satisfactory as a goddamn Vic Cooks video. I don't I don't know what you want out of me. I don't know what the expectation is. You can only do the same joke so many times. I think that's a big, it's a struggle that a lot of YouTubers have, where people want the same joke every time, and then you start to think, like, can I tell the same joke again? Will it still be funny? Is it gonna meet your expectations if I do this again? Because, like, there's no plan here. I'm not writing this video. I'm just going. I don't know if it's gonna meet your expectations. There's just a camera on, and my ass is to the fire to be some sort of entertaining. Stir these onions. Yeah, I like that nice fucking burn on them. Give the texture. Fuck! Getting onions everywhere. Gives it some fucking texture. I'm gonna get some eggs now, because nothing in my life is complete without eggs. Let's do it. But yeah, 2019, it was a little hard to do these videos because I wasn't getting fucked all the time. I had big boy problems to worry about. Like, how am I going to finish the shot list? How am I going to organize this shoot? I wasn't worried about making money for once in my fucking life. The money was good. The money was fine. It's a very liberating place. Like, I know most everyone is probably like, you're just fucking worried about money constantly, like I am. It's just breaking your fucking neck constantly because you're not making enough. But then once you hit that threshold of making enough money, it's fucking magical. All of a sudden you feel pride in your life and your work. You feel confidence. You feel like you don't need to scream at a camera all the time. You're just like, damn, this is fucking nice. I'm gonna go out to eat, and I'm not gonna regret it. I'm not gonna feel any guilt. I'm gonna go get a bowl of ramen and be like, I can afford this. We're gonna go see King Gizzard in DC, and we're gonna get an Airbnb, and we're gonna go have a nice dinner because we make a lower middle class wage and we can afford it. It's fucking sick. But it does not last. Not in 2020. Not in our fucking society. Nothing lasts. You have to hoard your money like a fucking troll, like a cave troll, or you're gonna get fucked at every possible turn. All I want to do is buy a modest house. I want to live in a house that I own and paint the walls. That's my fucking life ambition right now. That's all I want. I don't want riches. I don't want fame. I just want to live in a little house and have a yard and not have a landlord so I can fix things myself and buy things when I need them and maybe like have an aesthetic through line. And maybe, like, put a little time into the fucking place that I live in. Oh, God, I'm searing these eggs. I fucked this up, guys. This is burnt. Why is my curry not getting hot? I mean, it's basically done. The curry's not hot enough. It's not going to taste good. I should probably open the windows because it's got a little smoky in here from me burning the fucking onions. I got to turn that off. Haven't had a rant so satisfying in a long time. Hope you're enjoying this with me. The intimacy of getting to know my frustrations as I vent at this camera. There's one thing you got to keep in mind with my rants on these is that I'm not looking for advice. If I ask a question, it's a hypothetical. Because a lot of the time I've got it figured out. Like you are getting the unfiltered venting rage in the core of my soul. Like this is my like with the video thing in the last Vic vlogs, where like I was frustrated that the Vic and Hopes things were like, I know how to fix it. It's just that I shouldn't need to fix it. It should fucking work. There is no reason it shouldn't work. There's no good reason. It should just fucking work. I can fix it. It's just gonna take a bunch of time that I don't want to spend fixing it when it's basically already done. Because now there's like 10 of those videos that I have to convert into another file type or whatever so that it'll work in Premiere, when it should just work. It should just fucking work, like everything else. Like everything else in my fucking life right now should just work. So here I'm ranting to you guys in this video, and I'm not looking for advice, because I'm gonna figure it out. I always figure it out. It's not that big of a deal. I'm gonna figure this shit out. I'm gonna live. It's just fucking frustrating. Okay. Let's put these eggs away. You see what I'm doing? Let's plate this shit. We got our plate. Is this hot? It's not hot. I'm gonna take my rice. Boom. Rice spoon. Fuck. Damn it. I should have put some oil in the curry. I put oil in last time and it was good. Anywho. Get my rice out. It's all fucking stuck to the bottom. Okay, now, but here's a non-hypothetical question. How do you fucking prevent rice from getting stuck to the bottom of your rice cooker? That I legitimately want to know. Give me something. Because it gets stuck every fucking time no matter what I do. If I put oil in there or whatever, it doesn't matter. It's always getting stuck to the bottom. Do I have to stir it constantly, maybe? Because it seems like the rice cooker doesn't want you to open it mid-cook. But it seems like the only logical way to make it not fuck up is to stir it. Get some fucking curry on there. Bada-ba-boom. That's enough. Final piece. Cilantro. You need a fuckload of cilantro on anything you make, unless you're genetically inferior. Fuckload of cilantro. Fuck it, I'm using a lime. I don't give a shit. I'm using a lime. A lime is gonna make this great. I'm gonna top it off. That sick, nasty little fucking lime. Throw that shit on there. Whoo! Whoo! Squeeze some of that. Bada boom, bada bing. There you have it, motherfuckers. Say Indian breakfast cilantro lime curry. It's better with sausage. I've made it before with sausage. I don't have any sausage right now, and I didn't feel like braving the Corona apocalypse to get some sausage. But there it is. Looking all right. I've made this a few times, and it came out pretty good. And Hope likes it. Like, if I like it, it doesn't mean anything, you know? Because I made it, and I like a lot of strange shit. But when Hope likes it, I feel good. I feel like it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. I mean, what matters is what she thinks, because she is going to eat it most regularly, me and her, you know? And I think it's fine. So if she thinks it's worth the effort, it's okay. guess that's it for this episode of Vic Cooks. I hope you enjoyed cooking with me. Maybe you cooked along. Did you cook a log? I mean, it is a real-time show. There's like no cuts in this whole thing. It's all real time. How long was this? It's probably pretty long. Anywho, are you satisfied? Did you like that one? Is it okay? Does the camera work fine? These are again real questions and not hypotheticals. I'll let you know when it's a hypothetical question and when it's a real question. These are real questions that I need answers to. Do I need to hold the camera the whole time to make it engaging? Or is it fine if I put it down sometimes? I'll probably have my own evaluation of this because I'm going to watch this back. I always do. But hopefully it was entertaining. Hopefully it was funny. Maybe it was insightful.